Never let anyone or anything define your value or limit your dream.
The record will reflect that this hearing is taking place outside the presence of the jury panel. Defendant is here. He's in custody. Mr. Caramingo, I want to address you first because it's my understanding you might have some problems this morning.
Judge, I was heading east on Sahara Drive and I was rear-ended and my car was undrivable. A good Samaritan drove me to the courthouse.
Who? Just someone picked you up and drove you here?
A good Samaritan, who's a Las Vegas local, drove me to the courthouse, and his name is Chris, and I apologize, Your Honor, I left my house at 9 o'clock this morning, and I was rear-ended. The person who hit me took off, and
A hit and run?
it was a hit and run, Your Honor.
You called the police, obviously.
I did not, Your Honor. I'm not in favor of dialing 911.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So,
Even when you're the victim of a hit and run?
philosophically, Judge, I never call the police.
Because?
My car is on Rancho, west of Sahara, with the flashers on, with much body damage. It's a 2006 Audi, and here I am. And I asked my office to call the court to let them know it's going to be late.
No, we did get that phone call,
I apologize, Your Honor.
so I'm just a little concerned. So your car is just there on Rancho, west of Sahara, in the in the lane? Did you pull?
It's in a turning lane, Judge. Someone was kind enough to pull up and push me into the turning lane, and it's there as we speak.
And the person that rear-ended you went around you and took off.
Yes, ma'am.
No license, nothing?
I didn't get it, Your Honor.
And,
It's a pretty hard hit, and
right, because you don't look, I'm going to tell you, be honest with you, you don't look right this morning. That's why I'm concerned.
Judge, my neck and my back is killing me. But I'm ready to go forward.
You don't think you need medical attention?
I think I do. I think I do, Your Honor. But
Okay, well, how about I have the courthouse nurse at least come up and take a look at you?
Judge,
You a fan of
I'm willing
that?
to play hurt.
Pardon?
I'm willing to play hurt.
Well, that's the only problem with that is that sometimes that creates problems in trials.
I understand, Your Honor.
I'm not willing to play hurt. I want to be 100%, because that's not
I
fair
do
to
as well,
you.
Judge.
And it's not fair to your client if you're not 100%. And I'm telling you, my observations of you are...
I may have suffered a concussion, Your Honor.
Then for sure, if you think you hit your head,
Judge, I know
Not only
I
did you
had a
not
serious
come-
whiplash, and the driver that hit me took off. But I feel like I'm able to go forward.
and you feel like you suffered a concussion
Yes, Your Honor.
because you hit your head,
Because of the whiplash, Your Honor. I've had multiple concussions before. And I feel like I may have suffered another concussion.
you've had multiple concussions.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Because-
played professional ice hocky, and I also played college football.
Okay, so you know
So
what
I'm-
it feels like.
Yeah, my head has been the subject of many severe contacts. But I feel like I can go forward.
Okay, well, you just made a real great record for ineffective
No,
assistance of
Your
counsel.
Honor, I don't mean to make...
You know what, can I just see
I just-
everybody back in chambers?
Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing, entertaining, delightful, great disciple content.
Tell me where the freak's at. Hold up. Hey.
Julian Vernon is suing Dina Murray in the amount of $1,600. Mr. Vernon claims Ms. Murray lied about being pregnant to get gifts from him. Ms. Murray claims she was pregnant, but she lost the baby in a horrific car accident.
In the matter of Julian Vernon versus Dina Murray, you're suing her for $1,600. You want to be reimbursed for items of clothing and other matters for a baby that you purchased when Ms. Murray told you she was pregnant with your child.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Talk to me about it.
We hooked up around Christmas. We've known each other since high school. And I go to school in Alabama, so she lives in California. We don't talk much. And I got a few missed phone calls from her. So I checked my voicemail, and she decided to tell me over voicemail that she was pregnant with my kid. I was like, I'm going to man up, and although I can't be there in person, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to get a side job. I got bussing tables in my spare time, and I sent all that money to her. I bought her food, massages, paid for medical bills, and a few months later, my friend Andre tells me that he saw her at a restaurant drinking wine. And I'm thinking, how is a pregnant girl drinking wine? I find out that there is no baby.
How'd you find that out?
I had my friend do a little investigation after he saw the wine drinking. Went over to her house and asked about it. She ended up breaking down in tears and told him, right before she told me, that she had been in an accident 2 months prior that had led the baby to die. And I was still paying her even after the fact.
Okay, she never called you?
No.
Okay.
I tried reaching out to her multiple times, several times a week, and she wasn't responding to my calls.
I read something in preparing for the case that said she used social media, and you never saw her on social media with any pictures of her pregnancy.
Yeah, of course, we're friends on Facebook, so I would expect, you know, girls are always posting, like, pictures of their stomach, you know, expecting, and I saw nothing of that sort from her.
Okay, so she told you she lost the baby, just like that?
A bit more tears, but that was the gist of it.
How did you discover you were pregnant?
I work as a waitress, and I was opening up the restaurant one morning and I fainted, and obviously I knew something was wrong, and I was a couple of days late, and I didn't want to scare anyone or scare myself to thinking I was pregnant, and then I did take a pregnancy test. And
Took it where?
The pregnancy test?
Yeah.
I took it at home.
You took a home pregnancy test?
Yes.
When did you go see a doctor?
About 5 days after.
Okay. You have verification?
Yes, I do. I have the medical bills here. Thank you.
Okay. So you called him and told him that you were pregnant?
Yeah, I rang a few times and texted a couple of times asking him to get in contact with me, and I heard nothing for a few days. And I eventually plucked up the courage to tell him that I was pregnant over voicemail because he wasn't returning my calls.
Now this bill right here says that there was an ultrasound for a fetal heart monitor exam. It doesn't tell me the results. It tells me there were blood tests. It tells me there was an OBGYN specialist fee. It doesn't tell me anything about what it's for and what the results are. Is this the pregnancy test or is this the accident?
That's the accident report after.
Okay, I asked you, did you have anything from a doctor after you did a home pregnancy test confirming your pregnancy?
In that, no, I don't.
You kept in touch with him, and then when did this accident occur?
The accident happened at the end of, it was the beginning of March, it happened, and we were in really good contact from the moment I found out I was pregnant. As soon as he found out, he was great. He was fantastic. He talked to me every day, he helped me, and even when I sent him funny little texts like, oh, I'm hungry, or I'm not really feeling well, he'd straight away order something for me.
How nice.
I'm a great guy.
Yeah, that sounds like it. You're an unusual guy, I tell you that. That's not the usual behavior. And you kept a record of it?
Yeah.
Because you paid with your credit card?
Uh-huh.
Okay, got you. Good man. Let me see. Smart guy. All right, then what, Ms. Murray?
And we were in good contact, and I thought, you know, this could be great. We could have a connection as a mother and father, if not as a couple.
Okay, now, March.
Yes.
You have an accident.
Yes.
How did the accident happen?
I was at a stop sign coming home from work.
Here go the tears.
And I was at a stop sign, and I went to go, but the car behind me carried on moving and hit the back of my car.
And what happened?
And straight away, I didn't think there was much damage done at all, but with the hormones, the baby hormones, and I just didn't really know what was with the hormones going on. I didn't really know what was happening. I was scared for the baby first of all, so I called my mum and dad straight away, and they came and got me, and we went to the hospital, and that's where the medical report comes in.
Where's the accident report?
It's just here. Thank you.
Fetal heart monitor exam doesn't give me any results of whether they discovered that there was a fetus there or the fact that they just took the exam. You can take exams saying that I believe I'm pregnant, and they'll give you an ultrasound every day of the week if you say that. When did you call him to tell him that you lost the baby?
Thank you. We spoke a month later.
1 month later?
Yes. I was petrified. Honestly, I was.
I think you're a liar. What you think?
I agree.
I think you ought to pay him back his money. I think you scammed him. You can't take the man's money on a lie. I will give you an opportunity to prove to him that you were pregnant, that you in fact lost the baby, and all of that. And if you do it, then you don't have to pay him. But if you don't provide him all of that proof to his satisfaction, the order of the court is that you return his $1,600. And that's judgment for the plaintiff.